Hello and welcome to WeLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 11, part 2 of Hindi 1. Topics to be covered in this session are Sangya, that is noun, and Sarvanam, that is pronoun. Let us start with Sangya first. We have already studied about Sangya in session 11, part 1. That what is actually Sangya? We all know nouns. Noun is a name of a person, place, animal, or a thing, or a quality sometimes. So, these all come under the category of nouns. Nouns, as we have already discussed, it has numbers also. It can be one, it can be many. As we have done Ekvachan, Bahuvachan in the previous session. Similarly, nouns do have genders. Genders known as ling. Genders known as ling. You know male and female. So if we are talking about person, animal, all these things do have gender. Either they belong to a male category or a female category. So there are always male and female categories in terms of nouns. So we are going to study about gender, that is ling, in this session, where will you get to know that nouns do have genders, that is male or a female. Either they belong to a male category or a female category. So let us study here paribhasha, that is definition. परिभाषा, that is definition. शब्द के जिस रूप से किसी व्यक्ति, वस्तु आदि के पुरुष जाति अथवा स्त्री जाति के होने का ज्ञान होता हो, उसे लिंग कहते हैं. So the words which tells us about the person or a thing that it is either belong to a male category or a female category, these words which tell us about their gender, these words are called ling, that is their gender. शब्द के रूप से, शब्द के जिस रूप से व्यक्ति, वस्तु आदि का के पुरुष जाति का या फिर और स्त्री जाति, पुरुष जाति इज मेल कैटेगरी एंड अथवा दैट इज और स्त्री जाति दैट इज फीमेल कैटेगरी के होने का ज्ञान होता हो, दैट इज वी गेट टू नो, ज्ञान इज getting to know about it, that is known as ling, gender, where we get to know that either this thing belongs to male category or a female category. Definition in English of ling, that is gender. Gender is the range of physical, mental, and behavioral characteristics pertaining to and differentiating between masculinity and femininity. So the characteristics which tells us that this either belongs to masculine category or a femininity, that is female category, that is known as gender, because there is a differentiation, line of demarcation between the two gender. So the words which tell us about the person, that either this person or thing has a male gender, that is it has masculinity, or either it has female gender, that is femininity. That is known as gender. Now let us study few examples of these gender. Let us understand the differentiation between the two with an example here. Udharan, that is an example. So let us study the examples so that you can understand the words which tell us that either it belongs to male category or a female category. For an example, boy or girl. As you can see, boy, the male category, girl, female category, boy, ladka. In Hindi, we call boy as ladka. And for girl, we use ladki. So, ladka, ladki. Boy, girl. So, boy, that is tells us about the male category of a boy, and female category of a girl shows us that it's a girl. So, we can differentiate between the two with these words. Let us take another example. Son, daughter. Son, that is beta. Daughter, that means beti. So, son tells us that the child is male, and daughter word tells us that the child is female. So, they are depicting the two genders. They are telling us that son is depicting, or son, the word son is telling us that it's a male category, and daughter telling us it's a female category. Beta, beti. Son, daughter. Bhai, behan. Bhai means brother. Behan, that means sister. Sister means two siblings. If it's male, then it's a brother. If female, then she's a girl. And that means she's a sister. Siblings means children of a same parent. Same parents. They are siblings. And with each other, they have a relation of brother and sister. Sister is a female and brother is a male. So these words depicts the gender of the person. That if it's a brother, then he's a male, and if she's a sister, then she's female. So these words depicting the male and female category of a person. Pita, mata. That is father, mother. So father or mother. Father is the male one, male parent, and mother, female parent. For a child, the male parent is called father, pita. For a female parent, she is called mother, mata. So these words in itself, they do not need to be explained that father means the male parent. Father in itself says that he is a male parent, and mother in itself says that she is a female parent. So these words are depicting the gender of masculinity and femininity. Chacha, chachi, that is uncle, aunt. We have lot many other relations. We call them uncle, aunt. Uncle, aunt could be masi, masad, or chachi, chachi, chacha, chachi, taya, tai, mama, mami. They all can be uncle, aunt. So, uncle depicts the male category, aunt depicts the female category. So these two words also in itself they explain the male and female category of a person. Now, after getting to know that what is actually gender, we need to understand two of its types properly. In Hindi, gender is divided into two types. As we have already studied the two types, masculine and feminine. हिंदी भाषा में, हिंदी लैंग्वेज, लिंग को दो भागों में बांटा जाता है. Gender is divided into two types. In Hindi language, gender is divided into two types. Pulling, masculine, Striling, feminine. Masculine is the male category, that is called pulling, and feminine is the Striling category, that is the female category, which is called as Striling. Stri is male, female. Stri is the female and pulling is the male. So in Hindi, gender is divided into two types. हिंदी भाषा में लिंग को दो भागों में बांटा जाता है. दो भागों, that is it is divided into two parts. Masculine and feminine. Masculine means male, pulling. Feminine means female, striling. Now let us study each of these two types properly. First, let us understand first type, that is masculine. Masculine, it is characterized by or possessing qualities generally attributed to a man. So, a person who is characterizing or possessing the qualities of a man, that is called masculine. So the words which telling us about the attributes of a man, which gives us a knowledge, or which tells us that this is a person who is a man, who belongs to or attribute to a man category, it is known as masculine. So जिन संज्ञा शब्दों से पुरुष जाति का बोध हो उन्हें पुल्लिंग कहते हैं. जिन संज्ञा शब्दों, that is the words which are nouns and they are depicting the male purush jati, that is male category, they are known as pulling. And the words depicting these male category are called masculine, that is pulling. Examples: Ghoda, that is horse. Horse in itself says that the animal is male. King, that is Raja. Raja is again a male, not a female. So Ghoda, horse, Raja, king. Both are examples of masculine. That is the male category. Now let us study the female category also. That is feminine. It is characterized by or possessing qualities generally attributed to a woman. जिन संज्ञा शब्दों से स्त्री जाति का बोध हो उन्हें स्त्रीलिंग कहते हैं. So the words, the nouns which are telling us about the female category or expressing the femininity are called feminine words, that is striling. So the words which are characterized by or they are possessing the attributes, qualities generally attributed to a women are called feminine. Now let us understand few examples here of feminine category. Mare, that is Ghodi, the female of horse. Horse is male, mare is female. Ghoda, horse, Ghodi, mare. Rani, queen. Queen is the opposite gender of king. King is a male, queen is a female. Raja, king, Rani, queen. Now let us understand few examples here with pulling and striling, that is masculine and feminine. As in English we have male singer, female singer, but we call both as singer. We do not have any line of demarcation between the two. We call the two same, singer. In Hindi, we have Gayak for male category, and so we do not have any demarcation between the two. Both are singers in English, but in Hindi we have a demarcation, that is Gayak, Gaika. Let us take one more example here. Peacock, that is more. Peahen, that is morni. So more, morni. Peacock, peahen. Again peacock male category, peahen female category. So both are depicting the gender. That peacock is a male, that is more. Peahen female, morni. Another example, groom, bride. Groom, var, vadhu, bride. So var, vadhu. Groom, bride. Var again male, vadhu, female. So the couple who is getting married, the newlyweds, the male is known as var, that is groom, and the female is known as vadhu, that is bride. So both the words depicting their gender. Groom, bride, groom, var, bride, vadhu. Chhatra, chhatra. Both are students in English, whether it's a male student or a female student. Children who are studying in school, they are usually called as student, In Hindi, we have a demarcation. Male student is called Chhatra. Female student is called Chhatra. Chhatra, Chhatra. But in English, we have student for both. Similarly, Lekhak, Lekhika. But English, we don't have any demarcation. Both are called writers. But in Hindi, we have the demarcation which tells us that is it a male or a female. Lekhak, male. Lekhika, female. In English, they both are called writers. Lekhak, Lekhika, writer, writers. Dada, Dadi, the paternal grandfather, mother. The paternal grandfather is called Dada. Paternal grandmother is called Dadi. So, Dada, grandfather, Dadi, grandmother. Grandfather, grandmother, Dada, Dadi. So these were all difference we have studied between the two gender, in which one is masculine, that is male, and one is feminine, that is female. So we have studied gender, noun, that we come to know that noun has, in Hindi we have nouns in two forms. It is, gender is divided into two forms, masculine and feminine. We have learned that with an example. So now the next topic comes here is Sarvanam, that is pronoun. After studying the gender nouns, we come to know that nouns do have two forms, that is masculine and feminine. Now after that, we are going to study pronouns. Pronouns are called Sarvanam in Hindi. Let us understand it properly with the definition. What do you mean by Sarvanam, that is pronoun? ऐसे शब्द जो संज्ञा के स्थान पर प्रयोग किए जाते हैं उन्हें सर्वनाम कहते हैं. That is, we have studied different numbers in pronouns, different gender in pronouns, but we cannot repeat the words again and again. Like if we are talking about Mahatma Gandhi, let's take an example. If we are talking about Mahatma Gandhi, we cannot say Mahatma Gandhi was a great person, Mahatma Gandhi was a great leader, Mahatma Gandhi helped India to get free, Mahatma Gandhi is a very good leader, Mahatma Gandhi wear his spin clothes on spinning wheel. So again and again we can't repeat the word Mahatma Gandhi. It looks so odd while writing or while speaking. We cannot repeat it again and again. So instead of repeating it again and again, we have certain words. These words which come in the place of noun, they are called pronouns. Pronouns, a word that takes the place of a noun phrase, or noun clause. So again and again repeating Mahatma Gandhi is just looks so odd while speaking or writing. So we have certain words, instead of using them again and again, they takes the place of a noun phrase, or a noun clause. So let us understand their paribhasha. Paribhasha is definition. ऐसे शब्द जो संज्ञा के स्थान पर प्रयोग किए जाते हैं उन्हें सर्वनाम कहते हैं. ऐसे शब्द, that means those words which are used in place of nouns are called pronouns. They are called as pronouns, those which are used in place of nouns. Instead of repeating them again and again, we have an option of using these pronouns. Let us study with an example here. For ourselves, we have certain word to express these words. मैं, that is I. For using I, we use मैं. My, that is मेरा. Ours, that means हमारा. We means हमें. I, that means मुझे. So for ourselves, we have certain words that we use. For I, my, ours, we, I. For I, we use मैं. My, we use मेरा. Ours, we use हमारा. We use हमें. I, we use मुझे. For the person whom you are talking to, you use you. So we have different words in Hindi for you. तुम, तू, तुझे. It depends on the level of formality and degree of formality. तुम a little bit formal. तू is totally informal. तुझे also totally informal. तुमने again a little bit formal and little bit informal. तुम्हारा again a bit formal. So it depends on the degree and level of formalities. We use you and yours for the person whom you are talking to. For the third person about whom we are talking, we use वह, that is he or she. उसने, again he or she. उसका, he or she. उसे, he or she. उन्हें, that is together, they. We use different words. For boy we are talking, we use his. For Hindi, both the cases, his or her, we use uska. He or she also, usne. They together, whether they are boys or girls, together they are known as they. So in this case, we use वह, उसने, उसका, उसे, उन्हें. So these are the words which are used in place of nouns in order to avoid the clumsy and tedious sentence making structures. We use these words to make them lively and easy to understand. But you must revise these again and again so that you can learn them better. That is all for this session by now. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Happy learning, we learning.